Welcome back, guys, to Gran Turismo 7 here on JSR for another Nordschleife lap. And today we're back in another GTI. Last time out when we drove a Mark 7 GTI, we actually drove my Mark 7 GTI. But this one is a little bit different. This is a Mark 1 GTI from 1983. This car makes a ton of power because it is powered by the Audi Quattro 5-cylinder 20-valve turbo engine, 788 horsepower out of an 1,800-pound car. We're on racing soft tires with full customizable suspension, differential, manual transmission, the computer. We've got upgraded turbo, upgraded brakes. We have the racing clutch. We have as much stuff as we can get done to this thing. I've driven this car a lot, and I will tell you this thing does not believe in traction, even on racing soft tires. And I will promise you this probably won't be the only Mark 1 GTI we'll be driving in this video series. I have intentions, once it pops up in the used lot again, to get another one and build a high-power NA build. I've done a turbo 1.8 car. I've done the 20-valve turbo 5-cylinder build. I think it's a 2.5. I want to do a full-built NA car that is entirely focused on racetrack use. The 1.8T car is kind of more of a street car. This one is kind of a mix of both. So anyway, let's hit the ring. We've got a pretty packed lobby, as you guys can see here in the paddock, and we are once again using the VR headsets, built-in mic, so I know it's probably not as good as my HyperX Cloud Theory, but this is what I've got on hand right now. So let's hit the ring. We've got a police car, Mark 7 here. We'll pull out into the little pull-off here at the front. And then we will check the map and make sure we're clear before I join the track here. It looks like we're good. All right, let's join the ring. I've tried driving this car on all sorts of different tires, and it struggles. This thing is crazy. This 20-valve 5-cylinder does not believe in traction. This actually isn't the first take of this video. I drove the 1.8T car a minute ago, and on comfort hards there's no traction. This thing, it at least will still try to hook. Here we go. Well, give me some traction. Oh goodness, I'm going in really fast in the flood flats, but it's hanging on. Come on, little Mark 1. It's like spin hooking almost. Like it's like it's just greasy enough to spin and not get traction straight line wise. But it's really fast in the corners. All right, let's bump it into third. I'm going to kind of try to hope for a little bit of help in the traction bar. We are coming up on some traffic, and it just disappeared. Okay. My immersion. Cars just don't despawn like that. I don't know what that is ahead. It looks kind of fast. We'll see if our plucky little Mark 1 can catch, and he's in the wall. I'm going to blink around him here. It's an Evo. This is what I call YouTube Corner. A lot of the YouTube channels that cover the Nordschleife film right here. Now this car is not like the GR10. You cannot come around this corner with almost flat out. So I love 5-cylinder powered Volkswagens and Audis. One of my closest friends has an Audi RS3, and it is so fun to drive. I've actually done a video on that car on my actual automotive channel if you guys want to check that out. Really fun car to drive. But I also have a love for the 07K powertrain, which if you're unfamiliar with Volkswagens, is the base 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 5-cylinder that powered the Mark 5 and Mark 6 Golfs and Jettas to an extent. During the mid to late 20s, mid to late 2000s and 2010s. So really cool engine, and has become a common swap for a lot of people nowadays in the VW scene. It's a really good engine, and with some minor work that can handle some decent numbers. The 07K and later the Daza are kind of successors to this 20 valve turbo engine that's in this Mark 1 GTI we're driving in game right now. Man, this corner is tough with this thing. The brakes on this car are actually not that bad. The 180 just did not stop as well. And of course, holy tomahawk, that scared the crap out of me. I did not see him. Like, he was like not on the map and then he just spawned in out of nowhere and went past me. That was a little scary. I'm so glad those things aren't real. Oh, we're going off. That's it. No, well, a little baby wall tap, nothing crazy. The sun is going down. That is definitely going to spell some trouble for me trying to do these laps. This thing, if it were an all-wheel drive platform like the Quattro, or, you know, if they give us a Golf R, would be really fun. I think this car's biggest, weakest link, though, right now is the fact that it's still front-wheel drive, making 800 horsepower almost. And I think I'd also have a lot more fun if I had an actual shifter with this setup. When I switched over to my Fanatec setup, I lost my actual stick shift, my actual H-pattern shifter that I had. I had a TH8S Clubsport shifter. Unfortunately, I can't use that with this wheel. I will say, I don't think this car torque steers. This thing is so good in the corners, though. My goodness, when you're not on throttle, or you're giving it just enough throttle where it stays planted, it is so good. But the moment the front wheel starts spinning, you're understeering off. Brakes are really good. Come on, little Mark 1. This is one of my favorite sections of the Nordschleife. It's just right here. Get a little bit of air going into this right-hand corner. Kind of pedal it a little bit. It wants to understeer so bad. We did understeer a little bit there. She wants to hook. But 800 horsepower in a car that weighs 1,800 pounds, I believe. I know the 1.8 weighs about 1,600, I think. Still, the fact this weighs 1,000 pounds less than my Mark 7 is absurd. Over 1,000 pounds less. Wasn't expecting that car there. Alright, here we go. Onto the straight! Oh my goodness, there were cars just sitting there. Why were they just sitting there? There we go. Where was that speed a minute ago? I don't know what he expected out of me there. He was sitting on a blind corner when I came around there. Can't really get mad at me when you're sitting stopped on a blind corner. Alright, well, that's that. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more coming soon. This thing is a hoot out here. I think I would have a lot more fun with a more powerful, stickier NA build, and I think, like I said, I want to do that next. So this will not be the last you see of these Mark 1 GTIs here on these Nürburgring laps for me. next one will be in a car when I can finally get a hold of one. But thank you all so much. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.